What's up, weirdos? What's up, guys? Good afternoon. All right, nice little Sunday. Sunday fun day. See what's going on around the crypto world. We got a nice weekly close coming on today, guys. Where do we need to close? We need to close above $114,000. That's what we're watching for. That's what we want to see. So hopefully it plays out. Right now, we're sitting at $115,460. So far, so good. We just got to stay above this orange line here, okay? Let's go to the weekly time frame. All right, yes. So, weekly time frame. We're good. We are above this orange line. That's what we want to close above. It would be great to get back above this white line at 115,460. That would be great as well, but the more relevant time frame, if we close above 114, next week the level we want to close above is about $117,240, right? On the weekly. So next week, that's where we want to work our way up to. That's the minimum goal, in my opinion, for the following week. Big Kev, what's up, buddy? Good morning. It's a good day to have a good day. Absolutely, man. Start your engines. The race is about to begin. Let's get it. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. That was the only super chat today. Holy smokes. All right, let's get into the chat a little bit, see what's going on out there. William, what's up, buddy? Danny, yo, what's happening, man? What's happening? Quentin, what's going on, buddy? John 316, blessings, my friend. Super fantastic. Absolutely. Ray says it's a great day to be alive. Let's give Boss Man Rob all the likes. So hit that like button. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Kizza, what's up, buddy? Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing good. Imagine if we don't get a rate cut. Oh my, people would be pissed. Yeah. If we, at this point on Wednesday, if we didn't get a rate cut, if Powell actually came out and paused, markets would dump hard, my friend. Holy smokes, would we dump. H. Barbarina in the house. What's going on? Beebs, my guy, watching on both channels. Thank you so much, brother. Bland, boss. Bland, you know what? I'm not going to answer that question for you. And the reason is because you just asked me that question on Wednesday in the Patreon live stream, right? So you should already know the answer to that question. Dave, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother, man. Fear the beard. Absolutely, man. Beard is coming back, guys. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe on the way in, guys. 130 people watching. 37 likes, guys. Let's get it up to 100. Let's get it popping. J Money, Bulbasaur in the house. First Pokemon of the day. Let's go. It's me, Mario. What's so good, pimpin'? Let's get popping. Let's get it. Blessings, John, my friend. Milk Money reposted on X. Thank you so much. Kizza, it's quiet in here the last few days. They will come flooding back. Yes, you noticed that, eh? The chat has been very, very quiet, which makes for a shorter live stream for sure. Jamie, what's up, man? Good to see you. Tyler, man, I just grabbed 500K Miria. At this point, I ain't even an investor anymore. I'm part of the payroll. Where's my employee badge? Right? Milk Money, double the likes for double the gains. Absolutely. Finally got my super successful stock investor father bullish on Zebek. I told him to buy Bitcoin because he can't afford it, and he wants Zebek anyway. He can afford it. There you go, man. There you go. I got my father bullish on Zebek finally. Nice. That's what I want to hear, man. UAE launches a $100 million IOTA fund. Nice. Yes, IOTA making a comeback. Rob, is Zebek going to $1.10? $1.25 at this point. $1.25, brother. Jesse and James, what's up, man? I am having a blessed Sunday. I did not get an opportunity to go to church today, but I got to stay home, take care of the wife, right? Milk Money says, hope everyone has a good Sunday. Absolutely, guys. Hopefully you guys liked special guest Saturday with Rule Black on the live stream. And looking forward, we have another special. Every Saturday we have a special guest, guys. And next Saturday's special guest could be a good one. Could be a good one. No rate cuts possible. No, 100% rate cut is going to happen. I'll keep your live chat going, brother. I got you. Yeah, it's just going to be Kizza comments the whole way through. Absolutely. Yeah, we're already caught up in the chat. Oh, Ken and Lisa says, is going to pump or dump? Well, that's the question we're going to dive into, right? So, all right, let's get a look across the market, guys. We know what Bitcoin looks like on the weekly. Let's go have a look at Ethereum. Let's go have a look at Ethereum. All right. ETH correcting back down to support at 45.89. Can that level hold? Well, we'll see. I personally think we're coming back down here to 45.58, 45.60. I think we're going to come back down and test that level personally on Ethereum. Stargazer, at this point, what project would you choose to stuff your bags one last time? I mean, that's a hard question to answer, man. I'm going to have to just go with Zebek at this point. I would just go nuts on Zebek. Strawberry Dragon, what's going on? Blas says, make sure you hit the likes, guys. Absolutely. Hit that like button. All right, so since we're all caught up in the chat and all that fun stuff, let's get into the news a little bit, guys. Let's see what's going on around the space. Looks like it's not going to be a very long live stream today. I was thinking Swift. Hey, Swift is another great option, Stargazer. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a toss-up, man. That's a toss-up, 50-50. All right, guys, quick shout-out, as always, to the channel sponsor, Decent Biometric Wallet. Not your keys, not your coins. Use our link in the description. Get a 2-for-1 deal on the biometric wallet, guys. Self-custody is the way to go for your crypto. Don't trust exchanges with your money. Keep it safe. Keep it in your own self-custody. Okay, let's check out what articles we have to get into today. I'm stuffing my bags with Miria for a poor man's choice on a good ROI token. Hey, absolutely, man. You can't go wrong with that either. Altcoins push towards resistance as bulls signal imminent alt season. Altcoins test major resistance as bulls gain control, signaling a potential alt season with rising market dominance and strong momentum. Don't trade in church to get liquidated. Absolutely. Altcoins are currently testing major resistance levels, and recent chart activity suggests bulls are gaining momentum. Market indicators point to a possible alt season resembling previous historical rallies. The crypto total market cap, excluding Bitcoin, so the total 2 chart, displays a long-term consolidation after a peak in prior bull cycles. Since the end of 2021 to mid-2023, a descending triangle was formed and has recently busted open. Such breakouts show that the performance of altcoins has been changed. Since the breakout, the total 2 has formed a higher high higher low structure resembling an impulse wave. This pattern suggests that the beginning of a macro uptrend for altcoins. The price movement shows steady accumulation in increasing market participation from buyers. Current activity shows total 2 consolidation just below horizontal resistance that had previously rejected altcoins multiple times. Bulls appear to be gradually absorbing the selling pressure. Market commentator Javin Marks observes that altcoins are approaching key resistance levels, signaling strong bullish activity and potential alt season. As you can see from his post, he says altcoins are currently working on breaking key resistance levels and bulls looking to be winning. This could spark a monstrous altcoin season with a type of intensity we haven't seen since 2017. The total 2 chart resembles a cup and handle formation with classic bullish continuation pattern often preceding strong upward moves. Traders closely monitor this setup for confirmation of sustained market strength. Altcoin markets are observing the potential breakout above key resistance levels, which would signal a shift in market structure. If breached, this could trigger increased capital rotation into altcoins. Analysis of market behavior shows bulls are steadily gaining control over supply zones, indicating accumulation near resistance. Javin Marks highlighted this, that this breakout could ignite a phase compared to historical altcoin rallies. The altcoin season index recently reached 82, the highest since December of 2024, suggesting momentum is building across altcoin markets. Analyst Mike Brown indicates that the current rotation shows early signs of heated alt season. Let's frickin' go. The index reflects growing dominance in trading volume among altcoins relative to Bitcoin. Historical trends suggest such readings often precede periods of notable altcoin gains. With Elliott waves count aligning and compression near resistance, the breakout scenario is supported by multiple technical indicators. Altcoins with strong fundamentals could see rapid price appreciation if the resistance level is breached. Let's go. Kiza, is the 10% club the Mile High Club or something different? Little from column A, a little from column B. Benjamin, what's up, buddy? Rob, happy Sunday. Like this swing trade today on the Patreon. Yes, absolutely. We did put in another setup for another trade over in our trading group, guys. We've been absolutely crushing it. If you want to get in there, guys, and start making that money while the market is red, jump aboard. Like I said, we have been crushing it over there. Do you know anything about Soil? It's a DeFi play that looks to have some decent partnership. No, I've never heard of it, J-Dorn. Never heard of it. Kat, what's going on? Good to see you. Shannon's in the house. What's happening? Okay, what else do we have going on here? Let's check out this Ethereum piece. Ethereum gears up for its strongest Q3 ever. Ethereum delivers its strongest Q3 in history with $4,660 price level, bullish trader sentiment, and exceptional long-term gains. Let's check it out. Ethereum is moving into a historic phase as new data signals its strongest third quarter performance in history. According to Coin Bureau, bullish Ethereum is on track for its strongest Q3 ever in history. The statement comes at a time when Ethereum trades near $4,660, consolidating gains after months of volatility. The quarterly data from 2016 to 2025 shows the cyclical market behavior of Ethereum. Extreme fluctuations are frequently seen in the first quarter with average returns of 77.40%, but sharp drops in years like 2018 and 2025. With an average of 63.80% and noteworthy peaks in 2017 and 2019, the second quarter shows greater consistency, but the trend was broken by downturns in 2022 and 2024. Quarter 3 demonstrates mixed results across years, averaging 9.51% gains, with some strong bull phases. Notably, 2021 delivered 31.86% gains, while 2018 recorded 48.69% in losses. Despite its volatility, Ethereum now shows strong signs of revising this trend. Coin Bureau highlights that 2025's Q3 momentum already surpasses past averages, creating optimism for the ongoing cycle. Quarter 4 historically offers stability, averaging 23.85% returns with consistent positive years. The strongest came in 2017 with 142.81% gains, and 2020 with 104.15% growth. These seasonal cycles underline Ethereum's tendency to rally into year-end after volatile mid-year trading. Recent trading data from CoinGlass shows Ethereum consolidating between 4,600 and 4,720. The 4-hour chart shows minimal movement, while 24-hour results reflect a minus 1.29% dip. However, weekly returns stand strong at 8.96%. Medium-term data is more convincing. Ethereum gained 2.37% in 30 days and 82.83% in the last 90 days. 6 months returns reached 141.67%, showing consistent upside momentum. Long-term results remain extraordinary, with 1-year performance at 90.74% and lifetime returns of 164,360%. Trading sentiment supports the bullish outlook. Binance's Ethereum USDT long-short ratio stands at 1.4015, while OKX shows 1.17. Top traders on Binance hold an even stronger ratio at 1.7609, with positions-based ratio hitting 3.46. Ethereum's Q3 performance signals a potential turning point. Strong seasonal data, firm price levels, and bullish sentiment align to confirm Ethereum's strongest quarter yet. Big things for Ethereum, you guys. Dave, very interesting show last night with Rule. Good stuff, brother. Looking forward to next week. Yeah, hopefully you guys start to really enjoy the weekly special guest, Saturday special guest live streams. Ari, what's going on? Hope everyone is well. Absolutely. Joanne, what's happening? The live last night was awesome. Great community. If you're not in the Patreon, join now. Absolutely. Absolutely agree with that. If you're not part of our trading group, guys, you are missing out. Yes, Hybrid Dad, I got you, brother. I got you. That live stream is going to take place around a little over an hour from now. So, or that group call, I mean. Sorry, not live stream. That group call. Daryl, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Okay, what else do we have? Check this out. From 1 year ago, guys, this is scary accurate. Scary accurate. Tom Lee said over the next 12, this was 1 year ago. Tom Lee said, over the next 12 months, I think investors should be pretty confident. When the Fed has cut rates in the soft landing or no landing, the win ratio for markets higher 6 months, 12 months later is almost 100%. Wasn't far off. So he called for like 100%. We're up like 90. So check this out, guys. This was 1 year ago he said this.
Tom, the small caps that I know you're watching closely had a good day. But, I mean, is it September or is it not September, right? We had a rough start, and now some of that's in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, I mean, I think if viewers are sort of confused, I think that's what the next 8 weeks are going to be like into Election Day. I think it's a very challenging period because no one can have conviction until they really know who's in the White House. But there are some positive sort of supports coming into play, and next week is the Fed meeting. We know the Fed is going to make some cuts, and with the inflation data being supportive and the labor markets needing some support, I think it's going to give the markets some confidence. So I think we do kind of trade well into that meeting and maybe even the week or two after.
Does the market need a 50 basis point cut to stay within that 5,300 to 5,700 range that you think we're going to bounce around in?
You know, I think that a 25 or 50 has both hawkish or dovish implications.
Right.
So I think it's ultimately whether Fed Chair Powell comes across as this is the start of a cycle where they're confident that we're moving back towards neutral. And whatever number they make is actually quite dovish and positive. But if it seems like this is dragging along the FOMC members, and then there's even concerns about a hard landing, then I think the market can view anything they do as negative. I think it's going to come out positive, though. But
I mean, it seems like the Fed chatter would be in that direction. They didn't want people to get too excited about too much in terms of rate cuts. But now that they're there, it seems like they're signaling that they're kind of on a path.
Yes, that's right. But from a market's perspective, I think that they'd like to see the Fed sort of acknowledge that inflation is moving back as a secondary concern, and supporting labor markets while not in a recession is incredibly important. So I think that you're right. There's a chance that this could all be interpreted negatively if the Fed seems really reluctant to cut.
Most people ought to be investors, not traders. So are we up against, whether we're talking about the Fed or even about the election, a potential narrative shift in the markets, or no?
I think in the near term, we're losing visibility. And, when you don't have visibility, people get scared and they sit on their hands. But over the next 12 months, I think investors should be pretty confident. When the Fed has cut rates while in a soft landing or no landing, the win ratio or markets higher 6 months, 9 months, 12 months later is almost 100%. And we also know post-election markets almost always rally. So the November, December looks pretty good. And I think the policies of both candidates is good enough for markets to do well next year. So I think we might have turbulence now, but it looks pretty good after that.
Tom?
That was 1 year ago. He absolutely nailed it, guys. He absolutely nailed it. All right, let's keep it going here. There she is, Gamma Goddess in the house. It was a long night. Love the special guest Saturdays and then the open mic night. Thank you, Rob, for all you do for us. Let's get this money. Absolutely. Leela, to join the trading group, do I first change my membership to the month? And yes, you do. So you just upgrade to the to that tier, and then what happens is it might take a little bit. Like I don't know, it might take an hour or 2 hours, something like that. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it happens right away. But you'll automatically get access to all of the videos for the trading group. You'll be able to see them and watch them. And I just uploaded one this morning with a new trade. So you're going to want to check that out. And you also immediately will get access to the trading room chat as well. So that's where everybody's discussing all of the trades and everything like that. Everyone's helping each other. So yeah. So yes, you'll just automatically get access to those things, right? You'll just suddenly be able to see them. So Arthur Hayes shifts focus from meme coins to DeFi investments. Arthur Hayes, co-founder of BitMEX, pivots focus from meme coins to high-yield DeFi protocols, advocating projects like EtherFi, Athena, and Hyperliquid for better returns. Hayes' shift highlights a potential realignment in cryptocurrency investments as it underscores a trend towards sustainable revenue models over speculative assets. Arthur Hayes, co-founder of BitMEX, is transitioning his investment focus from meme coins to high-yield DeFi protocols. We already said that. Hayes has allocated substantial capital to EtherFi, Athena, and Hyperliquid. He highlights the importance of real revenue and token holder incentives. According to Hayes, meme coins are fun to trade because you don't need to understand cash flows or tech. He criticizes meme coins for lacking substantial cash flows, shifting his strategies towards sustainable DeFi projects. His pivot influences the crypto market by aligning investments with cash flow assets. This move may drive liquidity shifts from speculative assets. Community analysis points out the potential legitimatization of cash flows, DeFi coins in traditional finance. Arthur Hayes discusses meme coins and blah, 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 the investment shift. So he's selling off his meme coins and jumping into decentralized finance, which is our favorite narrative over on the Patreon. Everyone screams for AI, but we've been saying decentralized finance this whole time. U.S.-China trade talks in Madrid, implications for cryptocurrency markets. Top economic policymakers from the United States and China convened in Madrid from September 14th to the 17th, which starts today, to address tariffs and broader economic issues. Trade discussion, this kind of flew under the radar. I haven't seen anybody talking about this. Trade discussions could influence market volatility, potentially impacting traditional and digital asset stability, although no direct changes in cryptocurrency regulations have been affected. The recent U.S.-China trade talks in Madrid focuses on pressing issues such as tariffs, export controls, and economic security. These discussions emphasize the long-standing trade relationships between the two nations and the need to address mutual concerns. For example, the new probes targeting U.S. semiconductors, highlighting ongoing tensions in trade relations. Top officials, including Scott Bessent and his He Lafang, led the negotiations as both sides aimed to resolve ongoing economic disputes. He Lafang, Chinese vice premier, stated, "The agenda includes U.S. tariffs, the abuse of export controls, and TikTok. These talks represent a significant attempt to stabilize bilateral financial regulations amidst global challenges." The talks have not directly impacted cryptocurrencies, but create an atmosphere of market uncertainty. Historically, such talks have influenced financial markets, potentially affecting digital assets alongside traditional stocks. Analysis suggests unresolved trade tensions could lead to volatility in Bitcoin and Ethereum markets. Historical trade impasses have prompted investor movements from fiat to crypto as a risk management strategy. Professional analysis tools like the Bloomberg Tax platform are instrumental in understanding these market movements. Previous U.S.-China trade negotiations, such as those beginning in 2018, have sometimes led to sharp crypto market swings. Investors have historically turned to digital assets during trade-related financial volatility. Experts emphasize the lack of direct regulatory changes impacting crypto. Through these patterns suggests market caution, so be careful, be on your toes, guys, and be paying attention. Benjamin tempted to swing some syrup for Zebek. Syrup bags down a bit, but another 500,000. Yeah, there you go. Not a bad. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, not a terrible idea. Just be careful you don't get left behind, man. Dion, Rob, is it too late to ride the pump train? No, it is not. All aboard, my friend. All aboard. It is most definitely not too late to drive or to ride the pump train. Right. What else do we have? Let's keep it going. Yes. The Fed rates. Let's get into that. The Fed rate cuts. Let's talk about it. Ramona's in the house. That's only this, believe it or not, we've been live for 42 minutes. That is only the second super chat of the live stream. Crazy today. Crazy today. She says, happy Sunday, crypto weirdos. Absolutely. Hey, Rob, is there any reason why Glimmer has lost so much momentum since December? Everything has lost momentum since December. December, you're asking me about a market high versus now. It just hasn't regained momentum as of yet, but it will. It will. Okay, will the Fed interest rate cut boost Bitcoin prices? Bitcoin rallied and moved above $115,000 last week as expectations of a Federal Reserve interest rate cut rose as exchange traded inflows jumped over 2.3 billion. At last checked today, the top cryptocurrency went down 0.5% for the day. See the chart. Blah blah blah. We are at 115,450. Not bad, not bad. The most significant macro tailwind this week will be the federal open market committee, or the FOMC interest rate cut decision on Wednesday. Kalshi and Poly market odds of a 25 basis point rate cut are almost 100%. Similarly, the CME FedWatch tool confirms this view. In theory, the start of the Federal Reserve interest rate cuts should be bullish for Bitcoin and the crypto market. Historically, these assets have thrived in an era of easy money policies, but struggle when the Fed tightens. For example, Bitcoin's price jumped to a record high during the pandemic as the Fed slashed rates and then crashed it below $1,600 as the bank hiked rates in 2022. Fueling the bullish case is that the rate cut is coming towards the fourth quarter, which is usually the best performing quarters. CoinGlass data shows that average Bitcoin returns in Q4 since 2013 are 84%. So we have an average across every single fourth quarter since 2013. If you took them all and averaged them together, you would have a gain of 84% on average. So we are queuing up for a great quarter four. However, there is a risk that the Fed cut will not boost Bitcoin for two main reasons. First, the rate cut has already been priced in, which would make a sell the news opportunity, which I've been telling you guys about for, a week and a half now. This risk will be elevated if the Fed delivers a hawkish cut. So if Powell implies no further rate cuts, no rate cut in October, for example, we will likely see a correction. The other main risk is that Bitcoin's price has formed a nearly perfect rising wedge pattern on the weekly chart. This pattern consists of two ascending and converging trend lines. With this convergence happening, there is a risk of a breakdown that will happen soon. The other technical risk is that the oscillators, like the relative strength index and the MACD, have formed a bearish divergence pattern. This pattern occurs when the asset price has downward trajectory despite being rising. As such, while the Fed cuts rates highly bullish for Bitcoin and crypto markets, there is also potential risk of a pullback when it happens. And I told you guys, I did a backyard patio video yesterday telling you guys about that, right? So hopefully you guys are ready for that. Let's go see what they're talking about here, though. Yeah. So basically what they're saying, guys, let's go look at Bitcoin here. What we're seeing is that Bitcoin has been in an uptrend, right? We've been in this upward channel, so to speak. Rising channel, okay? These rising wedge channels, generally, these are bearish structures. These break to the downside, usually, right? So don't be surprised to see that break to the downside here. We could come all the way down to retest maybe $98,000, possible on a breakdown, right? I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm just showing you guys both sides of it, right? It's entirely possible that we do that. Maybe we retest 108. That's the thing though, 108 wouldn't really be a massive breakdown. I think what's going to happen here, guys, is, we'll continue working our way up in this channel until we get around 140, maybe 135, 140, maybe even 150. As this structure continues upwards, then we'll break down. That's what I think is going to happen, right? We're not going to break down here. We're going to continue up, chop up, and then we'll break down. So that's how I see it playing out. DH, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Moto J, what's going on, man? Do you ever play in Soul Trenches, Rob? I've been building a big bag of Swift with my poop coin profits. Soul Trenches, what do you mean by that? But you're making a good choice there by scooping up Swift. That's for sure. Benjamin, third super chat. Thank you for your guidance, bro. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, guys. It's been kind of sparse, but thank you so much for being here and backing me up. I appreciate you guys so much. Peaceful Spirit, what's going on? It will do the opposite of what everybody thinks until the December rate cut breakout. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Another fake out. Yeah, I can see that. I think we will have a bit of a correction, though, when we see the rate cut, because the rate cut's already priced in, right? So, yeah, we are in, like, look at this upward, structure we're in here, guys, right? This is definitely bearish. In the big picture, it's a bearish structure. You will end up seeing this breakdown, but I don't think yet, right? You're going to hit our high. This is just one more reason why I say, guys, that like $150,000 for Bitcoin, probably the top, right? We're gonna inch and squinch our way up here, maybe even between 135 and 140. Wouldn't shock me if that was the top of Bitcoin, guys. And then we roll into an altcoin season. Wouldn't surprise me. Please, sir. DH, you didn't say anything. What you asking me for? Sorry about that. Oh, hey, no worries, man. BTC will be back to 110K. Yep, absolutely. Dave, you keep bringing it. I appreciate you, brother, man. Good stuff, homie. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. All right, guys, listen, I got to get over to the Patreon. I have a group coaching call I got to do over there. Guys, I just dropped a new swing trade opportunity over in the trading group this morning. Get over there, get into it as quickly as possible because we're getting ready to engage. Also, I dropped 2 micro cap gems over on the Patreon in the last 2 days. You're going to want to get in early on those as well. So do not miss out on that, guys. Check all that out and so much more. Book your coaching calls. Join the trading group. Get involved. I will see you guys later tonight, 8 p.m. Central. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.